Well, I guess we can start with the board. Pretty big news.
Yeah. Proud of Coach Tui. He was inducted to date to the Polynesian Football Hall of Fame. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. He's just a great guy and ultimate competitor, and does a great job for us and working with our quarterbacks. And I've known him a long time, played against him, and just a great player and great coach, and just a super person. So we're happy for him.
Was that what the reaction was for from the players there?
Yeah, a lot of the guys probably don't know, but I mean he was kind of one of the quarterbacks that nowadays with the spread offense, geez, he would have been something else. But he was a great player as it was, and I think he was the first player to maybe have a 300-200 game.
Is that right? Yeah.
Is that right?
It might have been 400, 200.
Was it 400? Yeah. I don't want to get my stats, but you would know the stats. Yeah, you could check it, but something like that. So that's pretty neat.
Well, it sounded like a lot of enthusiasm. Did you see that throughout practice this week?
Yeah, really all week, and it's no different than any other. Guys have always come to practice, and now we got to build on what we've accomplished and continue to grow as a team, and got a great challenge this weekend and a heck of opportunity. We only get so many chances, and so I think the guys are excited for that, and we've had a really good week so far.
When you talk about some of the accountability, some of the guys were talking about how it's always have your water bottle, not wearing hats, not wearing hoods. What's kind of the philosophy behind that, or what do you
Well, I think it all starts with the smallest of things, and when you can change behavior at the smallest level by having your water bottle and cleaning up after yourself in the player lounge and keeping our locker room right, and just all those things, and it becomes just part of your life, and you become more disciplined as a person, and once you do it once, it's easier to do it the second time, and once the people around you, that becomes the expectation, then there's accountability there to the rest of the team. So I think it's just everything that you do, and we understand that we all have our moments that we're not as good as we could be, but I think it's just trying to make those good decisions and create good habits.
Was there any particular place you brought that in here from?
Oh, I think that's just, I don't know if that's necessarily about football. I think it's just most the successful people that I've seen and been around and learned and researched, that's what they do. It's the smallest things, and then you build on those, and you have a foundation, and then the bigger things tend to take care of themselves. But without the behavior and the good habits, then you're just relying upon talent or God-given ability, and it's hard to do that and have consistent success.
Washington doesn't have a lot of sacks, but as Coach DeReader told us, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not affecting the passing game. Are they putting pressure on their quarterbacks? Obviously they're doing something right defensively with their numbers.
Yeah.
But how do they do that? Have they come close?
They affect the quarterback, absolutely. Yeah. So whatever the sack numbers are, if you turn the video on, they're affecting the quarterback often. So, yeah.
How so?
They rush them and cover them, and a lot of they're a pretty big 4-man rush team, some 3-man, a little bit of 5-man rush, but they do it with 4 guys, and they're really hard to block. And whether it's speed or power, they run some stunts in there too and mix it up, and then their cover guys do a great job. So it's a combination. Affecting the quarterback it's everybody. The D-line, the linebackers, the DBs, everybody's involved. So they do a great job of that.
They obviously have Gaskins, who's a good player, and then last week throw 3 more guys in there, and they can all run.
Yeah, really, really talented. Yeah, really across the board. Yeah. So Miles Gaskins is a phenomenal player, but as you mentioned, the other guys that jump in there, it's not like those guys are elite talents too. So yeah.
Seems like they have a pretty good tight end group to work with. How does that determine what they do on offense?
Yeah, they're a lot of 12 personnel, 2 tight end sets, and that's run game, that's play action pass, it's protection. Those guys get out in the route and catch the ball too. So it just being a 12 personnel team, they also use 11 personnel, but it allows them to create some more gaps in the run game. And then again, the protection, they can max pro you, or they can get 5 out and essentially get you into empty routes too. So it's very complementary that way. Yeah.
We talked on Monday a little bit about Browning, but what's kind of made him produce the way he has and win as much as he has?
I think just, you know, preparing against him, he's just so efficient. You know, he just really operates their offense really well, and you know, gets the ball to the right guys on time and makes good decisions. So he's been doing it a long time. I think we mentioned he's seen a lot of different looks, and he's a really good football player. I remember him back in high school, and he was really productive high school player too. So.
He's an interesting guy there. I mean, he broke every record in high school, and now he's doing it here, and maybe doesn't get the attention that some of the other guys do.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's.
But a coach, he gets the coach's attention.
Yeah, he gets our attention. Yeah, I don't know about all the pundits and all that, but he's a really good player. So.
Guys stood out to me as Fuller from their wide receiver group. What does he do that makes him?
Well, he's a really good. He's got great athleticism. He's a really good route runner, good speed, got great range. I mean, I think you saw the one last week. Yeah, the one-handed behind. You know, he can go down the field. He runs crossing routes. He can catch a quick, you know, something quick or a tunnel and to make a guy miss. So he's a really good player. Yeah.
I heard that you guys might have stopped for some dilly bars on your way to Eugene.
On the way back from Corvallis, we sure did. Yeah. Support the local economy. Did you get to go through there?
No.
You weren't. Oh, well, you should have. You're missing out.
If I heard there was ice cream involved, I would have been there.
Yeah, we stopped. It's about halfway between Corvallis and Eugene Airport, and probably the most dilly bars ever sold. Spent a fair amount of time through that drive-through back in the old days, so it's about the same size. Not much has changed, but yeah. I'm pretty simple, you know. You get an ice cream bar and life's pretty good. So.
Are they bars or are they flavors?
You've never had one?
No.
Vanilla with the
You're missing out. Yeah. We didn't have Cold Stone and all that stuff. No, we had Dairy Queens.
Okay.
No, we didn't have that. No.
Do you have to call ahead when you're bringing a bus of 100 guys?
Yeah. We did. Andrew and Dennis did some legwork on that. Called ahead and just. Right at the stoplight. There wasn't a lot of traffic in town, so we were good. We just stopped right on Highway 99 and loaded them up. Yeah. So, I'd like to do that again. Good?
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.